brought the Chichester Festival Theatre production of Macbeth to the Brooklyn Academy of Music, to the Harvey Theatre and then to Broadway. And that was a great experience. It's kind of ironic that tonight, of course, is the Tony Awards, and our production of Macbeth was nominated for 6 awards 2 years ago, and we lost all. It was an awful night. But it was wonderful to be nominated, and you know, you're a Tony nominee forever, for life, and that feels very good indeed. I shall be personally cheering tonight for my dear good friend, brilliant writer, the author of the play, a smash hit on Broadway right now, Red, and also, of course, the author of Star Trek. What was it called? Nemesis. John Logan wrote the last Star Trek. Oh, I'm sorry, there's been one since then, hasn't there? That was a genuine error. Star Trek ended in 2000. So I shall be rooting for John Logan tonight, and for my fellow countryman Eddie Redmayne, and the wonderful Alfred Molina, who is so spectacular in John Logan's play. We also filmed the Macbeth last November. I have seen it in a very incomplete form, without proper sound, with no score, no music, no special effects, no grading. I mean, the worst possible way to watch a movie. And I can tell you, I've never seen anything like it. I think it's quite extraordinary. And a week on Tuesday, I will be going to to BAFTA in London, where they are screening the finished film of Macbeth, and it will be on PBS sometime this winter. So I really do recommend it, because although it's kind of shocking at times and awful and frightening, bits of it, you know, even I had to kind of watch between my fingers. So alarming. I do recommend it if you're trying yourself at home when PBS are airing it. It's a very unusual piece of film. I was supposed to be in London doing a play right now, but we decided not to go ahead with that project, so I found myself with 12 weeks and nothing to do. One of the reasons I'm here. I had nothing to do. So why not? I am going to Edinburgh on Wednesday, where I'm president of the jury at the Edinburgh Film Festival, which I'm really excited about and looking forward to. I shall be going to Huddersfield, where I'm Chancellor of the University and awarding degrees very soon after that, and from there I am flying with my Vice-Chancellor, as I'm Chancellor of the University of Huddersfield, to China, where we will hold another degree ceremony in Shanghai, as we have Chinese students taking Huddersfield degree courses in Shanghai, and doing a little bit of promo for the university. And I've never been to China before, and I'm terrifically excited at the prospect of seeing Shanghai and Beijing. And because a number of people I've spoken to have been to China, and each one of them had said to me, no matter where you go or what you do, you must see the Terracotta Army. So my Vice-Chancellor rescheduled our visit, and we are indeed flying so that we can go and see the Terracotta Army, and I'm so excited about it. And that will take me sort of towards the end of July, when I come back to the United States, spend a little time in LA, and a little time back in Nevada again, and then off to New York, where I start rehearsals on the 23rd of August for the Broadway production of David Mamet's lovely play, A Life in the Theatre, which will open sometime in mid-September. And so if you find yourself in New York, in the early fall, I really recommend this play. It's delightful, charming, funny, poignant, and finally a little sad, so take your hankies with you. And it's quite short too. It's only a little over an hour and a half long. I'm not quite sure how much, given the price of Broadway tickets, that will be a minute. But it will be lovely to know that some of you might be there to see this play. It's what we call in the theatre a two-hander. There are only two characters in the play, and only this week it was confirmed that the other character in the play has been cast, and it's a brilliant young actor called T.R. Knight, whom some of you may know. I'm sorry? From Grey's Anatomy, yeah. So it's just going to be him and me. We're never on stage. We're together all the time, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun. And that, if we're lucky, will take me through to the end of February. I shall spend the fall and most of the winter in New York, which I am delighted about, and I am planning on one of my long weekends to come back to Philadelphia as a full-time tourist. And really, it's like 48 hours to spend in the city and really do the city the kind of justice that it deserves to be done as a visitor. And that's it. I ain't got anything more to tell you, so I'm going to just, and you know what? I'm sorry about this, but I am going to take off this football shirt because it is hot. Don't be afraid, there's something underneath. Polyester. And I'll tell you what, if somebody can bring me a pen at some point, I will sign this up here on stage. Before I go, it's a nice Sharpie. There we are. No, I think I need a marker, so no hurry. I'm going to be here for a while. Really. Here you go. That was a great effort. Thank you very much. Sorry that I rejected your pen. So it's over to you. I don't know what the system is for questions here today. If you have mics, or if it's just a good old hand in the air and I pick the ones I like the look of.
We've got a microphone right here in the middle.
We've got a microphone right here in the middle. It's going to be difficult if you're over there. You're going to have a bit of a hike. So those of you who have questions, maybe you should gently start drifting towards that microphone. Look out. Whoa! Speak quickly. It's nerve-wracking being up there. You can't ask. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
My question is sort of a two-parter. Are there any roles that you are at all embarrassed to be recognized for? And what is your favorite role to be recognized for?
Did you hear that question?
Yeah.
Good. Was that quick enough for you? Of course. There's not an actor alive who doesn't have, something embarrassing in his past. I could name one. It's a movie role, actually, but a very, very, very small one. And you would have to search hard to find it. But I feel now that I'm mature enough to be able to share with you my embarrassment. There was a film called Wild Geese 2. Look, there are reasons for everything in life. And my bay window in my house in West London was leaking. And I went out there and you could push your finger into the wood. You know that feeling when you go, oh no. And I got a builder in and he looked at it and said, you're going to replace the whole bay. And I said, how much? And he said, I couldn't do it for less than £2,000. Wow. I didn't have £2,000, anything close to it. Well, the next day I get a call from my agent saying, you're not going to want to do this, but you had an offer to play a Russian colonel in Wild Geese 2.